Following segment is sponsored by Utah Ford Stores.
This month, the Utah Ford Stores, as part of their Driven to Give campaign, are highlighting standout people in your community. And today we've got Sierra and Russ from Friends of the Salt Lake County Children's Justice Center. Welcome to the show. And I got to say, you guys are just rock stars. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here.
So first off, Sierra, tell us about your organization. What do you guys do?
Yeah. So the Friends of the Salt Lake County Children's Justice Center is a nonprofit organization based out of Salt Lake County. And we exist to empower child victims of crime in our community and their families to transform trauma into resilience.
Oh, this is so major. What do you want people to know about child abuse in our community?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that it's an easy thing to look away from because it's really painful.
Absolutely.
And I think until you're confronted with it, you don't recognize that it's happening in your community.
And you don't want it. You don't really want to think about it.
Exactly. You think, not in my neighborhood, not in my schools, not in my community. But the data is telling us something very different. And so I think the biggest thing for people to realize is that it is happening. It's something we can't look away from, because if we do, then solutions don't happen. So there's, you know, the age-old saying, it takes a village to raise a child.
Absolutely.
Well, it also takes a community to keep them safe. And so that's what we at the Friends really exist and strive to do, is to raise awareness for the CJC and funds to help support their really important programming.
Okay, so how can we help? I think with everybody, that's what we're wondering right now. How can we help and be a part of this?
Absolutely. Probably the best way to be able to do that is through donations. Right? So people can donate at our website, friendsofcjc.org. We accept monetary donations and also goods, things like new stuffed animals or even blankets to be able to help support these kids. Other opportunities are, so I also work at Adobe. So and one of my secondary roles there is I am the community impact lead.
Okay.
And I've had the opportunity to be able to connect Adobe with the Friends. And a lot of people don't understand that their employers have all of these different opportunities to be able to give back, right? To be able to do donation matching or grants, service grants, volunteerism. Definitely want to encourage everybody to be able to get involved, find out how their employers can support their giving back, and it makes a huge impact.
Well, and there are lots of resources out there. You got a gala coming out. We will have to get tickets to it. Exactly. All the information is going to be on your screen. Thank you so much, Sierra and Russ, for joining us today. And big thank you to the Utah Ford Stores for highlighting heroes in our community. Now let's see how Ford has been driven to give in our community this past month.
Ford Driven to Give. Brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Your local Ford stores are thankful to be able to help give back to the Salt Lake community all year long. From surprising our local teachers with vacations and recognition, funding youth educational scholarships alongside the Loveland Living Planet Aquarium, volunteering and donating to state parks like Antelope Island, lifting up some of our most heroic community members with Real Salt Lake, or helping feed families in need with the Utah Jazz. This Thanksgiving season, Ford wants to double down on giving back to the organizations and charities that make these efforts possible. Head to mountainstatesford.com/give-thanks as we put a spotlight on these partner organizations, revisit the work we've done together in 2024, and find out how you can lend a hand in 2025. Have a happy Thanksgiving from your local Ford stores. Ford, driven to give.